Very good morning to you and welcome to Politics on Power on TSL Nigeria TV. I'm your host Faraz Akbere and I'm having today Comrade Amos Orabo.
Good morning, Faraz. Thanks for having me.
Why are you looking very much like me?
I don't know, that's what everybody keeps saying, that we look so much alike. I don't know.
Are you my brother from another mother?
Maybe.
So you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
We're looking at zoning and 2023 elections. So we're looking at, there's a very loud hue and cry about zoning, where the president should be from, where the vice president should be from, where certain elements that make up the political structure in Nigeria should come from. And then it's a big deal in Nigeria politics, and sometimes it creates this atmosphere for crisis and all of it. If you see right now within the PDP, your party, you see that there is an argument that if the northern, if the candidate is from the north, that the party chairman cannot be from the north. So it's all about the zoning arrangement. Do you think that zoning should be an issue in 2023, considering the economy and the way Nigerians are right now? Do you think that we should be more concerned about zoning?
Yeah, thank you once again, Faraz. I am honored being here. Yes, it has actually been a big issue that everybody, anywhere you go, the market women, any office you enter, they keep saying zoning this, zoning that. Of course, no political party can do away without zoning. It is very, very important. Okay, first thing first, you need to ask yourself, what does the party have to say about this? Or is zoning in their constitution? Okay, how are we going to tackle issues when it comes to issues that are beyond the party, so to speak? Because as we speak now, this one is even beyond the party. It is what Nigerians are discussing anywhere you go. Okay, it says zoning. PDP has actually been following it. We had Goodluck Jonathan in the past. Before Goodluck Jonathan, it was a northern president, Yaradua, Jonathan. Okay, from Jonathan, we have in APC the present, the incumbent president, Buhari. Now, zoning, I'm very sure this issue wouldn't have actually occurred if PDP had actually sat down to say, this is what we all agreed. You cannot do without it. If PDP said initially that, okay, in 2023, we are zoning this office to the north or to the south, I believe they should all abide by what they have discussed. Now, the issue here is zoning important? I would say yes, it is important, so that we have this geopolitical zone. This is geopolitical zone. None of these zones should be thinking they are disregarded. PDP said, okay, we are zoning these tickets to the south. It is the turn of the southern zone to produce their candidates. But they did not actually follow what was agreed.
So do you think that realistically that Nigeria should pick its presidents or pick party representatives or elective positions based on zoning and not competence? If somebody is competent and we know that this person can perform, and the person is from a particular zone, should it matter if the person is not from a zone other than the zone that is expected to produce president?
Okay, that's a very good question. You cannot tell me in a zone there is nobody that is competent. There is nobody that is incompetent in a zone. Let's say in South, as we speak, there's nobody that is competent. If you are talking about population, that is another thing. Competency, everybody you say in any zone, a zone has one or two persons that they can produce to say, okay, this is the person who wants to send to that place to, to stand for us. Zoning is important, but competency is one thing everybody needs to actually, prioritize. This person is more competent. But is that what the party actually said ab initio? They said, okay, zoning. If South brings a blind man, that this is the person we are sending, and it is, everybody's choice, I think we should all work towards that.
So your party right now, the crisis in your party right now,
yes,
the PDP, stems down to the fact that agreements were entered into and they were not followed. For example, you see that the camp of His Excellency Governor Nelson Wike is saying that the incumbent chairman of the party, which is former Senator Ayu,
yes,
agreed in principle that if the PDP should conduct its primaries, or if the PDP presidential candidates should emerge from the north, that he was willing to step down. I'm sure you must have seen that video circulating recently.
Yes.
But after the PDP candidates have emerged from the north, he has refused to step down. And it's very clearly in the PDP constitution that if you have your presidency from the north, you should have the other positions in the party from the south. So do you think that this breach of gentleman agreement within your party would create a crisis that may make your party to lose the 2023 general elections?
The way it is going, if this issue is not named in the board as we speak, I'm sorry to say that PDP were not ready yet. It was said that, okay, it has happened, a northern person is coming out, is the PDP flag bearer. Okay, now it is expected of our chairman to honorably resign. It has to do with your integrity. It has to do with your integrity. Yes, the video came out recently. He said if it happens the other way, he will gladly resign. So I'm actually thinking it's high time he did that. Everybody's expecting him to okay, come on, man, this was exactly what you said. You should please honorably resign. There should just be fairness and equity. That is not too difficult for anybody to ask for.
But those in the camp of the PDP chairman are saying that, well, if they're not shifting the goalpost, kind of, that if the elections are conducted and Alhaji Atiku Abubakar becomes the president, that at that time he will not resign. But that if he resigns now and Alhaji Atiku Abubakar does not emerge president, it will mean that he's just sacrificing the turn of the north to hold the PDP chairmanship position. He's just sacrificing it to the south for no reason.
The bottom line is, what did we agree on? You don't need to step down before election, or after election, sorry. This is the right time for you to resign. Let everybody feel that sense of belonging. Everything should not just go to the north. It is not done that way. You need to okay, I believe he has a heart. You sit down one day to say, okay, Northern is our flag bearer. The right thing for you to do as a father, as a friend, is just for you to resign honorably.
Okay, let me take you on this. We're talking about, because we're here to talk about zoning today.
Okay.
And let me take you back a little bit to 2 years ago.
Okay.
The southern governors, they had a meeting, I think it was last year or so.
Yes.
They had a meeting in Asaba, where they agreed that the next president of Nigeria should be from the south. And the inaugural meeting for that, where that agreement was reached by the southern governors, was in Asaba.
Yes.
The headquarters of Delta State, where the current vice presidential candidate of the PDP is from.
Yes, Okowa.
Do you think that it was like a stab on the back to the southern governors for Governor Okowa to have shifted grounds in terms of breaching the agreement reached by the southern governors to produce a south person or a southern person as the next president of Nigeria, considering now that the current president of Nigeria is from the north? Do you think it is a breach of agreement? Do you think it's a stab on the governors or the fellow governors, or is it stab on the south?
You see, I keep telling everybody that if you are a politician, always try to ensure that your yes should just be your yes.
You should have some integrity.
That is it. Your integrity, don't allow anything to, to dent your image. Okay, they all came together to say, okay, this is what we want, the certain governors. So why going back to stab your fellow because of power? And as we speak, it is written, Amos 3:3, can two come together? There is no agreement as we speak. Okowa, by me, I don't know, some persons would be saying that, okay, he has done the right thing and all that. Okowa did not actually do the right thing. You guys summoned this meeting and it was held in your states. You guys, okay, this is what we are going to do. Why not just, will Okowa take what they have done to Wiki? Will he take it? Is a question. Will he take it?
No, you're asking that question. You should be asking the question.
Somebody, you are stabbing somebody. Okay, you guys all came to an agreement to say this is what we want. After that agreement has been reached, okay, let's work towards this common goal. You now went and be doing the other side of it. Yes, I know that anybody that comes into politics is doing it for his personal interest. But then there are so many things you need to put into consideration. How are we going to win this election? If I stab my brother, are you sure we can work together? Wike has always been a pathfinder, as we speak, in this PDP. Nobody has heard Wike, this kind of issues, trying to this is what actually belonged to him that he was robbed of. Nobody would take that. Okowa will not take it. And it has happened. I think there should be some mechanism put in place to checkmate those things. Okay, what are we going to do? Henceforth, I was expecting Okowa, Atiku, Wike to have sat together to say, okay, please, our followers are the ones suffering. Nigerians are suffering. This is not what we all planned. It has turned out this way. What are we going to do? What's the way forward? It is the way forward that even me, I'm hoping to see. So it was really not fair. It was not fair at all. It was not just in any way fair.
Okay, so your party, the PDP, is preparing for the 2023 general elections.
Yes.
And it's undeniable that in many of the states there are crises in the states. That's the states wings of the party. Edo, Delta, Ebonyi.
Yes.
Imo State, there are two factions. Ebonyi, there are two factions. Edo, similar two factions. Delta right now is polarized. Lagos has always been two factions. Ogun, there are two factions of the PDP right now. They are in court. And so many other states, particularly also in the north.
Yes.
In the north, in Kano, the same thing. They are in court. They right now don't even know who is the candidate of the PDP for the governorship election, which is holding in February, which is around about 6 months' time from now. So, do you think that your party is prepared for the 2023 general elections as it sits right now?
In any family, even in my family, your family, there are crises. There are bound to be skirmishes everywhere. But how do you resolve those issues? That is the most important thing. Okay, look at it. Edo State, my state, we cannot deny the fact that there are problems everywhere. When I was growing up, there is this saying that, okay, PDP always has a way of resolving issues. They will come together. I grew up, loving this party. My dad, my uncle, they keep talking about PDP, during a naming, I fell in love with the party. I said, okay, Mom, I think this is where I should be. So I was actually just coming up because they have a way of, coming together. They have a way of always coming together at the long run. But as we speak, it is becoming too, should I say, belated, though there is nothing too difficult anyways. I put the blames on the state governors and the leadership of the party.
So why are you blaming the state governors?
Yes, because they have the knife and the cake. They are the ones to say, come on, please, I'm tired of this issue. If PDP was actually like this, I'm very sure the state governor cannot emerge. A house that is divided among itself, there's no way it can ever stand. So you need your house to stand before you can win an election. As we speak, Nigerians are actually yearning for change. APC, so to speak, APC is just not an option as we speak. So Nigerians are calling on PDP to come back to power. Because during PDP, when I was in school, I still remember during PDP, as a student, I can still buy a bag of rice and say, let me quickly go and give it to my mom. But as a worker right now, a bag of rice, I cannot even afford it. During PDP, I was flying to Lagos, from Benin to Lagos, 11,000. I was telling somebody this morning. But with 120, 130, now you should be talking about just to fly to Lagos. Insecurities everywhere. Even this morning, I was still telling somebody, I remember when I was in Ekuma, 7:30, I will still be at Ekuma. I'm coming to Benin today because I enjoy coming home late. Like, let me just go late. But now, you can no longer try it. So Nigerians have actually looked at it to say, come on, during PDP, it was better off. Let us see how we can come on board. But now, the PDP, as we speak, they are not even ready. If this is not made to the board on time, there will be crisis.
So you talked about the failures of the APC, but in looking at the 2023 general elections, since we are talking about zoning, the APC has zoned their presidential tickets to the south, in the south, and you saw all the political drama that occurred within the APC primaries, before the primaries and all of that, where the governors, particularly the APC governors in the north, insisted, they even went to the president and insisted that a southerner must emerge. Don't you think that the APC is currently more fairer to the south than the north? Because if the northern APC governors have supported Ahmed Lawan, obviously the APC ticket would have been held by a northerner.
Yes.
So do you think that the APC deserves to be voted in the 2022 general elections because they zoned their ticket to the south?
To the south. Okay,
I know it's a tough question for you to answer as a PDP member and as a special assistant to the current speaker of Edo State.
Yes, look at it. I was one of the persons that said, okay, the first or the best thing APC administration has ever done in their life is this.
It's what? It's zoning?
Zoning these are tickets to the south. Okay. I was even surprised seeing APC northern governors coming to say, no, we are not picking this, our presidential candidate from the north. They said, let it go to the south. So I was now like, come on, you mean this was what PDP could not do? I actually give it to them. They knew that, okay, this is what is going to make their party to be more formidable. It cannot just be not, and not. Let it go around. But they also made a very big mistake by giving it to my grandpa.
Who is your grandpa? Sorry.
Yes, no, they gave it to our grandpa. Tinubu, as we speak.
Speak for yourself, sir. Who is your grandpa?
Tinubu is my grandpa. Tinubu is somebody I will say tomorrow. If I'm inside the bus, I see Tinubu, I can quickly stand up to say, oh, grandpa, please, can you sit here? Because of he's an elderly man, he's old. We all know that.
On a lighter note, so is it now okay for us to now call you Comrade Amos Tinubu, since you said Tinubu is your grandpa, right?
No, not really. Not really. So I don't want you to say that way so it will not be misunderstood.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, now, even the people that are very close to Tinubu, they know that this man is old. The fact that I want to get something from him or they want to get something from him doesn't really change the obvious. This man is old. President Buhari, as we speak, initially said that old age is going to, stop him from achieving a lot of results, which we are seeing today. That is one thing that is still going to play. When Tinubu was the governor, he was very, very agile. But now, as we speak, he is supposed to be eating the fruit of his labor.
Well, some people will tell you, the Tinubu supporters will tell you that, come on, Tinubu, I can't really vouch for his age anyway, but he says he's 60-something, and you look at the president of America right now, Biden, I think he's almost 80, so they'll tell you that age doesn't really matter. So do you subscribe to that argument?
Yes. In this part of the world where we are, like Nigeria, age really matters a lot.
Why is it like that?
Because the more you grow older, the more your cells are getting weaker. We cannot have a president that will not travel for a crucial meeting and the whole world will be mocking us because our president perhaps might just be sleeping while the meeting is going on, or will just be talking out of points. We need somebody who is very, very versatile.
But if you're looking at your own presidential candidate from your party, I'm looking at that of the APC. I mean, age-wise, it's like a pot calling kettle black. I don't really see how somebody who supports Atiku is saying he's now throwing jibes at the age of Tinubu. I mean, both parties presented people who are pretty old.
No, look at it.
Okay.
You cannot compare Atiku to Tinubu. If you ask both of them, take for instance, okay,
Atiku is 78.
Yes. You can still not compare. Because Tinubu, as we speak, see him alone, the man is weak. He's somebody that is begging, or that we all should be begging. He should, like, sir, please, can you relax a bit? Just relax. But look at Atiku. Atiku can stand here for how many hours? Atiku can talk and there will not be... Did you see the video that came out recently when Tinubu was... Amechi was standing on his back, and till now I'm still trying to comprehend what the man said. So that kind of person is... Yes, apart from that, I think it would have been better. We have a lot of persons in Lagos. We have past governors in Lagos. If you are really looking for, okay, somebody that is versatile, that is okay in South, they should give it to him. Not Tinubu. Tinubu should be, somebody who everybody will come to, like, okay, sir, how are we going to go about it? Not you. He has been a pathfinder also. I think this is the time for him to say, oh, my son, you are not doing well in that position. Please, this is what I needed to do. Than him going there by himself. You can't compare Tinubu. It's like they are too parallel. Atiku is more versatile. Atiku, yes, if you say Atiku is 70-something, Tinubu is same age with him and all that, but look at their strength. It is strength that we're talking about.
I don't know what parameters you use in measuring their strength, because obviously I didn't measure their strength, but let's move forward. Let's look at something, because we don't have so much time anymore.
Okay.
Let's look at something a little bit different. So what's your expectation from whoever emerges as the president of Nigeria? What do you think that the person should concentrate on? What should he really do that will make Nigerians to be happy right now? Because there's no joy in the land.
There's this slogan recently. Everybody is saying, Buhari should please take us to where he brought us from. Where did he bring us from? A country where we were once called the giant of Africa. It was not a nickname. That was what we are. Or sorry, that was what we were. But it's no longer like that. So I believe all the candidates that have emerged in one of the various parties, they have learned. Nigerians now, to speak, I know how much I'm using to fuel my generator just to give me light. No light. Recently, twice in my area, I've been attacked. No security. You cannot travel from here to Ekpoma without fasting and prayer. And if you get to Ekpoma, you say, oh, Jesus, I thank you for bringing me here safely. We are not even safe anymore. Nigerians need a country, economically, we should do very, very well. security, if you are traveling to Lagos now, okay, another one just came out recently. They said, okay, if you are traveling to Lagos, ensure that you have money in case you are kidnapped. There is no security. Even the security men that we have, they are not even secured. They are not also well paid. These are the things I think economy.
So you haven't answered the question. So what will you be looking at for the next president of Nigeria? What do you expect from the next president of Nigeria?
The next president of this country, Nigeria,
we'll be having a president in less than a year.
Yes,
a year from now.
Should please look into our economy first and security. I want to see an economy that everybody will be happy to say, okay, yes. I have a colleague, last week I was telling her, please, I don't have rice anymore. She said, okay, rice is also amount. This one, she should not call me and say, it has added though. I said, I don't care. It was last week we deliberated, you will give me last week price. I've been sure it was not like that. We need a country where everything will work, where my mom can actually take her cassava to the market and get something, from it. We need a country where Mr. Fares will just, okay, I need to travel to Lagos or Abuja without looking for security to escort him. We need a country where Nigerians will wake up and see lights, they will go to work and meet the lights. These are just the things Nigerians want from the president. Give us security, give us lights. Others we can deal. If you can survive in Nigeria, there's no other country that you cannot survive. That's why you see our boys are leaving the countries, because they said, yesterday I was chatting with my friend who he's in Bahrain as we speak. I said, bros, this country is far better. I said, yes, because you were able to survive in Nigeria, you can survive in other countries. So the president that God is going to give us, that Nigerians will vote for, should be that president who sees Nigeria as his priority to revive the economy.
So in picking that president, we can say clearly that age doesn't matter. It's just anybody that can give us these things that Nigerians really want.
You are pushing me with your questions. You see,
that's why we are the
if we are considering age or not considering age, I still say it again that age matters a lot, but you also need to look at this person. You just made mention of Joe Biden, of course. If you see Joe Biden...
No, would age matter if these things that you listed,
yes,
that the person provides these things, would Nigeria really be worried about how old the person is?
Not exactly.
Okay.
Not exactly. You know why I said not exactly? It means
that Nigerians are not too particular about your age. They are more interested in having light and security.
Nigerians are not too, particular about your age, but they are particular about your state of health. That is what I want you to know.
Okay.
You cannot even be 70 and you are sick. The country will still be sick. Give us what you think is okay. Do you understand? Nigerians are considering age, but they are also considering your state of health, which is of priority, of paramount.
That's where we'll end it for today. Thank you very much, my brother. It's always good to see you. Yes, we are done for today.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you, other viewers. Please do want to follow our YouTube page and our Facebook page. Click on the notification and follow the pages for more videos. I'll see you back on Wednesday where we have a very explosive topic. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.